What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. Alright, man, check this out. It's so crazy how marketing works and how you can underestimate a company and that's why they make the big money, right? Because at the end of the day, they probably have people smarter than you and I working for their marketing team. Or at least we hope they do, right? So I saw this article and I'm gonna get right to it. Okay. This is from Games Radar. This article came out apparently 7 hours ago or whatever. And I quote the title of the article: PS5 games won't be playable on the PS4. We believe in next generations. Oh my God. Dog. I love it. 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 Listen, Xbox fans, this is what you want Microsoft to be doing. Now, I know some of you guys are going to put in the comments, Microsoft doesn't care about their hardware. Microsoft cares about Game Pass and to get you into their ecosystem, yada, 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 yada. Okay. And that may be true. That may be true. If that is what Microsoft cares about, then they should be fine when they lose to the PS5. They should be fine. Okay. Because the fact that Sony is saying that their PS5 games are going to be next generation games, meaning they won't play on the PS4 or the PS4 Pro, means that their games are going to be optimized for that console. They're going to be using the hardware that's in that console. So now here's the thing. I've seen this argument again before, and it's not going to work. Okay. I've seen people say that the Xbox Series X will be like a high-end PC, and playing games on the Xbox One S or the Xbox or One X or the original Xbox will be like playing those same games on medium or low graphics, and the Xbox Series X will be like playing it on ultra. So it won't hold back what the Xbox Series X could do. Lies. Lies, lies, lies. If you believe for a second that a developer having to make a game run on the Xbox One S and also having to make it run on the Xbox Series X, which has 12 teraflops and is compared to a 1080 Ti, makes no difference. If you really believe that, you don't even have to take my word that it's not true. Okay? This is what I'm explaining to you. The gaming industry has already seen this. Now I give you this: most developers want their games to be able to run on a plethora of different graphics cards on a plethora of different platforms. Most developers, but there is a very legendary game that didn't care. It happened in the PC realm. That didn't care how weak your PC was. It didn't. It didn't care the fact that they were going to lose people that were going to be able to play this game. They wanted to make the best visually looking game possible, and you could only play it if at the time you had amazing hardware. You know what game that was? Game was Crysis. I've spoken about Crysis on this channel. It's an amazing game. If you're a PC gamer, you need to get that game. I liked all three: Crysis 1, 2, and 3. But that first Crysis, okay, look it up. You don't even have to take my word for it. Look up the history of Crysis and why Crysis was so groundbreaking. Because that developer, Crytek, decided to make a game, and all they did was like, how can we make the best visually looking game, the best possible game with the best physics for this time? We don't care if only 1% of gamers can run it. And by God, they did an amazing job. So there were plenty of good PCs that could not run Crysis. Crysis became the benchmark. So they proved that if a developer just sticks to making sure that they can take out or use the most raw power out of a system, they will leave other graphics cards behind. So the Xbox Series X if a developer decides to make sure they use every single type of every inch of every teraflop that the Xbox Series X has to make sure that they make the best possible looking game, there's no way that that game should be able to run on low on the Xbox. There's no way. But because developers have to make it run on Xbox, at least for the first year, I believe it will be held back as to what they could do. Maybe year 2 will be different. Maybe year 3 will be different. But that first year, no. So Sony somehow, marketing wise, has been able to capture people's attention. And all they've showed, well, now they've shown a little more, right? They showed a controller, which to me, a controller, okay, yeah, it looks different and it looks nice, but I wanted to see more. They showed gameplay of The Last of Us 4, which is for a PS4 game, but I'm sure they're probably going to make it run on the PS5 as well, right? What else did Sony show? They show that they're going to do something here pretty soon. What's the date on that when they're going to do it? Is it June 1st? Am I tripping? They're going to have the event, whatever, and everybody's losing their mind over that, okay? They had the talk about the SSD and how fast things are going to load and the whole audio thing, okay? So Sony is still in the conversation. I don't even know how, because Microsoft came out of the gate, as far as marketing goes, destroying them. I don't care what anybody tells me. Microsoft was destroying Sony. Sony hadn't said anything. And then Microsoft messed up when they did that freaking presentation talking about they're going to show gameplay, and they didn't show any gameplay, right? They didn't show any gameplay. And I even made a video when they first came out talking about that their games, they're not going to have any exclusive games for the first year. And then they're talking about all their games are going to run on PC as well. I mean, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Every day now, I am just flip-flopping. I am. Every day I'm flip-flopping because I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to get the Xbox Series X because I understand how much power it has and all this other stuff. But then I think about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If the developers don't use that power, then it doesn't really matter how much power. It doesn't matter how much power you have. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. If you got a Lamborghini but you still drive the speed limit, what's the point, right? I mean, if you have a Lamborghini and you're not ever gonna go fast, what's the point? I don't know. Sony off the gate. We believe in next generation. Man, that's a shot. That's a shot at you, Microsoft. That's a shot at Microsoft to me. Like, no. You want to play next gen? You're gonna come to the PS5. Now that's all big and bad. You saying a lot now, Sony. Slow down, because that tech demo that you showed, graphics wise, looked next gen, but performance wise, supposedly it wasn't running that great. So we'll see what you got to show. And I say that to say this. Even though I'm excited, because I get excited about this type of stuff, because I don't know, I just like gaming. I get excited about it. If you don't like it, well, no, you do like it, because if you're watching this, that means you like gaming too, right? So we cool. But as you and I both know, we cannot believe this till we see it. You know this. PC Master Race right now is sitting there like, okay, guys, don't get cocky. We already seen this. So we'll see. We believe in next gen. That's what Sony is saying. We believe in next gen. Okay. So what is next gen to you, Sony? Is it just 4K? Are your games going to be running at 60? Are you going to have that option to make sure your game can run at maybe 1080p 60? To me, that'd be next gen. I know a lot of you guys are saying that 30 frames is fine, right? Especially for single games, right? Like I don't think anyone would dare to say a game like Call of Duty should be running at 30 frames. You don't believe that, right? I don't think you believe that, right? Okay. But to play a game, like I was talking to somebody today that mentioned that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is an amazing game and it runs at 30 and it's still an amazing game. Okay, cool. but I bet you it feels better at 60. I bet you it just feels better at 60. So we'll see. Next gen. That's what you're promising, Sony. It came out of your mouth. So now the spotlight's on you. You saw what Microsoft did with their presentation. Don't do nothing like that. Don't promise gameplay and not give gameplay. That's not what you want to do. We'll see. Dog 1985. There's levels to this. And when you figure out a way to still stay relevant, even though you really haven't showed much, there's levels to that too. Big ups to Sony. We out. Peace.